good.
We're officially live on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm making it harder on me.
Yes.
On the camera thing.
Can't see.
You can't see.
No.
I'm live on Podbean.
Okay.
And not live on my website yet. Oh, I thought I took that part out. The website's the only thing that matters. Well, then Podbean and YouTube. So this is gonna be weird, but okay. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
As Metro's Mercury grade approaches, I shall create the illest podcaster known to mankind. But Master, what are you going to do? Howard Stern, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle. Why Dave Chappelle? Cause he's a funny motherfucker.
We'll add some of this possible.
Jay-Z, because he has money, you fucking dickhead. Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I'm very sorry. The heart of India. The strength of a black man. And the pride of a Spaniard. I present to you MyT. It's alive. He's walking, Master. He's walking. MyT Sports.
Evening and welcome back to another special edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the big homie, aka Dalentho Taylor, aka the Motor Mouth of the South, aka the Brooklyn Brawler. That's not actually one of my nicknames. That shit just came to me for no reason. I don't know where that came from. But aka the Tin Man. But they really did that because I had a bad heart after my surgery. My friends ain't worth nothing. But aka the Brooklyn Buckser, aka the One Take Wonder, aka Work Hard, Smoke Harder. I have a special edition for you guys today. If you guys can see over here in the other screen, to my left, to my right, I'm not quite sure where that's. I think it's over that way. Stage left? Nope, stage right even. Right? I have CEOs of Miracles Apparel with me, Mikela, Velez, and Renold Paul. We'll be getting to them in just a minute. This is January 19th. This is a bonus episode for all of you lovely people of the MyT Sports Podcast. They said right now the current temperature is just about 61 degrees, but you know what we say? Regardless of the time, we still have a format to get to.
Take that.
And regardless of the weather,
you play to win the game. Hello?
it's always a good time for MyT Sports. So we're going to stir this up real quick and get directly into the interview. So, let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. Welcome everybody to the podcast. I hope that helped get you guys' energy up. I know you guys was a little lethargic before you came in here. You was kind of creeping in here like you was a little way down, a little muffled, like you didn't want to talk to the people. So I hope I was able to get the juices flowing, to get the blood stirring, to get the energy, as you guys like to say these days, on and popping. How are you guys doing? Mikela is to my far left. I got Paul, Renold to my. We're just gonna call him Paul for sure. That's what he prefers to go by. Isn't that right?
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct. Okay.
That is correct.
So I'm gonna start over here with Mikela. Mikela, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You know, I'm excited. You definitely brought my energy levels up, so thank you for that.
You're very welcome. I want to thank welcome to the podcast. I think it's your first time here on the podcast, isn't it? Oh, welcome. Paul!
Hey!
How you doing, Paul?
I'm good, you?
This is the ragamuffin I can tell you guys about on the sports podcast. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
The people know all about you by now already. Just to let you know,
They do.
You have a small following that hisses every time they hear your name. Like this is not me, but every once in a while when they hear your name, you know. Calm down, people. Calm down. Give him a chance. Oh man. So, I'm actually excited to have you guys here. Really excited. I'm sorry, I didn't actually. How are you doing today, Paul?
Oh, I'm good. You know, it's good. It's a good day to be alive.
That's what's up. Excited to be here?
Yeah, always.
I think the cameras can very well see what you guys have. So, you guys are the CEOs of Miracle Apparel.
Miracles Apparel.
Miracles Apparel. Thank you for. Do I have an S in there? Did my production people get me an S in? They gave me an S. I read that wrong. That's a me problem. That's a user error. I can't even blame the people in the back.
I see that. Okay.
So, you guys started a clothing line, Miracles Apparel. Now, first of all, I thought that was wild because you guys are like you look like the hair on your face just sprung like this year. Like so the fact and for you guys that don't know, like Mikela's my niece as well, right? Like I'm her Tio Chocolate. Like me even saying her name with Mikela like normally is kind of weird because normally I'm like Mikela! like there's really only one way I'm used to saying her name. That's a long backstory. We may get into that in this podcast. This may be a good time to share that message because you also met her other uncle here on the podcast as well. That is Brew Crew Lou. He has joined us both a couple of times. Yeah, that smooth talking son of a gun. He's been here as well. Go Buffalo, go. We about to get them tables. Well, I digress. Okay. I have some questions for you because this is an interview of sorts. So I always have a slew of questions that I like to ask. All everybody that I have an interview. I mean, and we're gonna lead you from top to bottom, from bottom to top, and every once in a while we may take a stop. Hana the real Brooklyn Zoo. These are like bars. Don't get them twisted, okay? and yes, in case you guys are wondering, yes, there is a guardian over here behind the curtains, Monica Mejia. If you like to say hi so the people can at least hear your voice.
Hey y'all.
You guys heard about hear me talk about Monica Mejia in the past because I have mentioned to you guys Lime Life.
By Alcone.
There we go. You've got her.
Rugged
you guys.
love, rugged glam.
There we go. You guys heard me talk about all that to get your makeup because how you gonna be a baddie if you don't have the baddest makeup in the business? I'm just saying, yo.
Period.
Like you kind of slack it. Like when I ask you, who you get your makeup from? Like if you tell me Sephora, I'm like I see where you going, but you could be better. Like you ain't quite a baddie, but you like you misbehaving. So, like I said, this was completely wild to me that I heard that you guys was coming out with a clothing line, apparel. Like I thought like holy crap, like what Mikela, you just turned 16,
yeah,
right? And Paul, you're
18. 19 on Monday.
You just keep trying to throw that in there, like nobody cares.
I had to say the point.
I'm joking, like happy future birthday too. You have a birthday coming. That's a big deal. That's what's up. Because you're 18 now. That means you can officially be a contributing member to society. You can start paying taxes and giving back to Uncle Sam. Have you thought about joining the army for this great love country?
I have.
And what say ye? You should think about it. It'll be worth it. Listen, listen. You see the Iron Mike over here, not the Iron Mike from Mike Tyson. Like I wasn't knocking people out. I mean, I guess I was. Like one shot, one kill. I guess is considered a knockout. Like I guess it's like the ultimate knockout. But think about it. Like it'll be fun. You get to see the world, secure income. It's like signing an NBA contract, and it's guaranteed. Like you really have to be like the ultimate F up to not to get kicked out the army. Like people that get kicked out the army, like you have to be really trying, cause like they give you like look at me, they give you chances.
I'll think about it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. what made you guys even fall in love with wanting to drop an apparel line? Or made you fall in love with apparel like that?
Yeah, that is a good question. See,
Well, listen, I have good questions. You thought it was gonna be a walk in the park?
No. You take it.
go ahead. You got this one.
I want to say, first we had a clothing line that was just like custom orders and stuff like that, and we felt like it wasn't fulfilling. Like we needed more, and so we decided to go off of our faith-based, Christianity, and we felt like we wanted to touch the world by that. And it doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not, we still would love for you to buy hoodies because we want to make it for everyone, and we're just the type where we love people and we want to reach out to everyone. So we just decided to do that. It's not really much for the money, but yeah.
That's what's up, and that's big to people. Like you didn't do this for the money at all. Like so,
No.
so if you're not doing this for the money, what are you doing? Because everybody, this is only in America, right? Like everybody do it for the love of money. So if you're not doing it for the money, then what are you doing this for?
Well, to answer that, I'm gonna have to ask you a question. You're a Christian, right? You believe in God? Just a yes or no answer.
This isn't about me.
No, to answer the question, I gotta ask. Yeah, yes or no?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Oh, so this wouldn't work on you, man. But anyways.
I don't deny people's belief in God.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
So would you say you believe in God? Yes or no?
I believe in people's belief in God.
Okay.
Okay, let's use that, right? Who are you?
Who am I? Talento Matela.
Okay, if you wasn't, who would you be?
Energy being randomly roaming through the universe, trying to bring happiness.
Okay, if you wasn't that, who would you be?
A speckle of dust.
Oh my God, see that thing?
If you wasn't that, who would you be?
Still my daddy's misfires.
Oh my God!
Okay, but if you wasn't that, who would you be?
I don't know.
See, the thing is, you never said a child of God. That's the first thing you should have said. Because that's what you are. And we want more people to know that.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. That's why we're doing this. The first answer should have been, I'm a child of God.
Understood. I like that.
Thank you.
I like your answers though too.
She's like, yeah.
It didn't work out because like, what? I was like, we're not going anywhere with this.
That was pressure packed. I felt like I was on the stand on that one.
Yeah, because
like,
that's the point.
He was like, yo, who are you? Who are you? Like I've never felt like so pressured to figure out who the hell I was, and I was like, who am I? Like, do I have amnesia? Like, what is going on here? Like, what am I gonna say? Is it written in my shirt?
Oh my God!
Oh man. So, were there any apparel OGs, like apparel greats, like Versace, Louis Vuitton,
Follow any brands?
yeah, Rihanna, Fendi, or whatever. Any were there any apparel artists, any artist period that kind of influenced your kind of design? Like who? Was there any OGs that you kind of studied when you thought about dropping an apparel line?
To be honest, no.
No.
Or we didn't really study them, but other Christian, we looked at their hoodies and designs to see how we would do ours.
So there was other Christian apparel people.
Yes. Yes.
Big ones. Like,
And who might those be?
God is dope.
Yes, etc. There's more.
Now, was that a statement or an apparel line?
No, it's an apparel line.
Yes.
Well, let's say both, because God is dope.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. It's also a statement too. Yeah.
I try to give it an easy, I ain't gonna grill you like Paul over here, and I'm gonna throw some easy layups. Like you just gotta. This is a sports podcast. Like I throw layups for you to dunk them. Like easy pitches for you to hit home runs. You know what I mean? Like I knock down all defenders for touchdowns here. Like we're trying to score here. Like people like high scoring games. We don't like defense here. Nobody likes defense. I mean unless you're you're a true savant of the game. We're gonna ask you guys about that a little bit later. Don't worry. We're gonna ask you some sports. Well, don't think you're gonna get away unsports scathed.
All right.
But this is all about you guys for right now. Okay. So, you said God is dope was one of them, right?
Yes.
As as apparel lines that you kind of like study like as OGs in this game?
Yeah.
Were there any others besides them?
There is.
Yes. I think it's like Elevation something. I forgot the name, but like even besides like Christian bands, I look at other ones too.
Yeah.
I just don't know
Like
the
small
names.
ones, big ones. We
it
just
doesn't matter
it's best to look at others to see how you
to
would do
get
yours.
that
you know?
inspiration, but still create my own thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what kind of things were you looking for from them?
Graphics, because I want to
Yes.
really get into graphic designing, but due to the fact that I don't have, we don't have much funds as far as to buy the machine to make that. But in the future, I'm looking into that because I really like graphic tees. And
Definitely,
stuff like that.
definitely.
And I noticed like it's a trend, like everyone likes graphic tees, at least in our age group and even older, depending. So.
I'm assuming Graphic Tees is a brand.
No.
Oh no, okay.
No.
No, okay.
I wouldn't be surprised, but no.
Okay. So is Graphic Tees a specific design?
It's like.
Or
that
you mean
certain,
like, oh,
So when there's
Oh.
graphics on a t-shirt.
graphic
My bad. Yeah. Graphics on it.
Like
With
you buy
tracking.
at Walmart
Yeah.
and Target.
Yeah.
Gra-
Yeah.
we're
graphic
we're
tees. Listen, I
tracking.
need to shoot myself in the head with a Nerf gun. Wait.
I'll get it. I owe him.
So, who's your favorite designer?
Designer.
I don't really have. I've never.
Apparel
like,
designer. Who's your
really
favorite
like-
designer? Like, cause you're in the apparel, I
Of
guess,
course.
space now. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well,
And
You
so,
have your brands.
like, yeah. So, like, who's your favorite
yeah, but
like,
you know,
apparel designer?
for me,
Like clothing designer. Like,
I'd say
who-
polo. you know.
Polo?
Yeah,
who's this?
yeah. I'm a more of a simple type of guy.
That's hard.
Nothing too big. Polo Nautica.
Listen, that's a better answer that I was giving back then. Like back at that day, I was like, "Yo, Rockaware." Rockaware was like $160 pair of jeans for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? $80 t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, all the money I used to waste. At least the Timbs I still got.
Tim's never
Like,
go bad.
God, they're like, oh man.
Timbs
But
for
but
years.
this is a great time because what you want to do, like, you want to target like young people because listen, like when you're young, you spend money on apparel like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like you spend money on apparel like it's a bowl of cereal. Like you just keep going through them and going through them. Like I've literally gone to I've literally bought a pair of Timbs for the weekend, got them messed up at the club that night, threw them away in the dumpster, and then went and bought another pair.
Damn.
And I threw those away and had to go buy another pair, all in one weekend.
Dang.
I should have just bought the cleaner. That's fine. That's $500 wasted.
Like, what?
That's crazy.
Listen.
Man.
The army. They'll do things. They'll do things for your life.
I'll think about it.
And you could be a chaplain in the army too, if you ever want to.
Yeah.
You can be an
Well,
army
I
chaplain.
was thinking if I do join the army, I'll be a sniper. You know, sniper.
Chaplain.
You know what that is? Yeah, chaplain.
I mean, if you're a chaplain, you'll be going to a lot of the places that snipers go to.
No, like sniper, high roof sniper, looking down. On
They'll give you a pistol.
I want a sniper.
You don't want to be a chaplain. I mean, you don't want to be a sniper. There's a lot of sitting around doing nothing in the woods
I love doing nothing.
by yourself
That's fine.
with no place to urinate.
Where I lay down.
Oh, nah.
Just want to make sure you understood what you would have to go do. Like you will come away smelling funky after your first 2-week training course. And that's the first one. But it's okay though. Like you get to see a lot of things.
Yes, with them scopes, a lot of things.
Now,
Headshot.
outside of designing, who inspires you now?
Dang. That's
Music. Music.
That's not a rule.
And who in music particularly inspires you?
Well, I wouldn't say it's not anybody particular. We just listen to Christian music, gospel music, you know.
Ah,
And
okay.
just reading the Bible simply just inspires,
What
you know.
about the guy that you named the business off of?
Oh yes. And then there was this one guy. But it does go with music. I was listening to the song, and I believe his name was Miracle. His name was actually Miracle. And how does it go? Like he was in the hospital for a very long time, and he came out and he lost, I think, almost 64 of his limbs.
He loves what?
Like 64 of his limbs, I think. I don't know. Was it 64? I know, but like most of his bodies were missing.
What do you mean?
Like
You only got
hands.
4 limbs.
No, like
Bones.
All of them. Just say all of them. Yes. All of them. All of them. All his limbs were missing. Let's just say all his limbs are missing. You know, forget that.
Like, I'm going through all. I'm like, yo, this is all 6
He meant bones.
he lost.
Yes,
Okay,
he couldn't walk, he couldn't use his hands. Let's just say that. Right?
I'm like, is he
Yeah,
just
let's
size?
just say that, you know, and,
Sorry, bones.
and it was crazy because even after that, he was still fighting and he was still believing. You know, and like it's crazy how far people have come, you know, with God. There was times that would have killed you. Believing, I mean.
What's that?
There was times that believing would have killed you.
Who what?
Believing.
Just being a believer.
Yeah, would have killed you, but now
No.
we can believe without being, you know, without worrying. You're staring at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what?
He's saying back in the days, being a believer would have gotten you killed. Is that what you're saying?
Killed. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Of course, till this day.
Till this day,
Yeah. Some places really do kill you believe in God.
In America?
Not in America.
Not-
Oh.
The world
It's
here.
the land of the free. We believe what we want to believe.
Well, when you go into other countries, yes.
Yes.
Because like this is kind of always tell people like don't like to make it like to keep it real simple. But it's only because like I said they have different religion, they have different beliefs, and you know like and so like I remember when I went to Israel and they were like, oh, that's where Jesus is buried, and I was like, oh, you mean that's where like he was buried and like popped back up from, like, and they were like like because what
Yeah, I mean,
Pop back up.
you know, I mean, like, you know me, I talk casual, you know,
Yeah.
and they're like, nah, like, that's what, like, he's buried, like, to this day, and I'm like, he's not buried there, I'm like, and my sergeant had to be like, yo, T, like,
He rose again.
he's buried there, I'm like, yeah, my bad, gotcha, different Bibles, but that's literally, like, because I'm not gonna make a big, like, oh, different Bibles, like, I forgot, like, I had to remember, like, oh, that's right, in your Bible, like, bam, he never came back.
Right.
Like it was just like, I'm sleeping here forever. Like, this is cozy. Like, and then the other Bible was like, nah, like this is uncomfortable. Like, this wasn't an extended stay. Like, I'm this is only a weekend. Like, I'm leaving. Like, this is not even South Beach. Y'all tricked me. Like, this is not even the sand I wanted.
wow. Oh my god.
It's the funniest podcast I've been on. And the only.
So I said to say, like, I tell people, like don't ever knock, like, and I say this like genuinely when I have to like defend like Asian people. That's what you can say. Asian people like they talk about the things that they eat. I'm like, well, don't knock what somebody else's eat. Just remember, like, somebody thinks that cow that you eat is sacred as you know, super sacred, and for you to eat them and for you to eat it, like, if you had done that somewhere else, they probably would have decapitated you for it. So don't knock that somebody had to go eat a rat and that's what they find in their culture, or eating iguanas, or eating, or you know what I mean, or eating dogs, or eating cats, or whatever they're eating. Like, you know, like, that's what they had. Like, listen, I'm Jamaican. Like, how often was people eating goat? Like, but now all of a sudden, like, it was like, yo, want some curry goat? You know, but yeah, that's because we, you know what I mean? You don't find that shit acceptable, but goat don't sound that normal. Like, the last thing I heard about goats, they eat everything. I remember growing up in cartoons. They will eat the cans. They eat metal. They eat rubber. They eat plastic. They eat everything. But yeah, we over here tearing up goats like it's nothing. But yet, but we disgracing the pig while the goat gets away scot-free. Like, so I'm like, who am I to judge? Like, yo, put it on my plate. Let me see what happens first. Like, you know, yeah, this is too gamey for me. You say this is too gamey. I don't like gamey meat. Yeah, we need something else. Like, you know, like, at least try it. So I heard Paul kind of answered about who inspires it. Now, Mikela, what about you?
No one's too big. I'm about to say my mom. It's simple, but my mom.
Oh.
To an extent, no, I'm playing. But yeah, my mom. Yeah, my mom. Yeah.
Oh,
You want me to say why?
No. It was supposed to be a sounder for that, but didn't happen. Hope you guys are having fun. My munchkin is over here. She's listening to the podcast. She was over here trying to get my attention. She gave me the straight meat face. He's over here, Uncle Junior, Uncle Junior, Uncle Junior. and it looks like Natalie, Sensei, may have joined the podcast as well. Welcome to everybody that has joined the podcast. I do appreciate you guys listening. These are the ones that like to join on the line where you can actually call up in. So if you guys have any questions for my two guests here, feel free to call up and ask them some questions. Like they said that they don't have nothing to hide and they're willing to answer any questions from the people. So you guys got some randos? They got some questions. There's only one question they refuse to answer, and we have stricken that from the record. I think you guys already know what that is if you've been through this interview process already.
Yes.
So back to a couple of questions. So I guess what obstacles did you face, if any, trying to drop an apparel line during a pandemic?
If anything, money.
Money.
It was money.
Yeah.
Because we had the ideas, we had the faith, we had the hope, but we didn't have the money. Yeah, that was the hardest part, you know.
I can see not being able to do like fundraisers or any kind of little thing like that because of the restrictions of. Understood.
But at the end, we got everything because we had help. Again, mother over there and her grandpa, etc.
Oh, yes. Great people.
We had a family.
You guys heard me talk about them as well on the podcast too. like the Gamos. Yeah, you've heard about them.
I didn't know my last name was Monica.
I did.
I can't.
Oh man. So. I did have another question for you. So. That question's gonna come back to me.
No.
So I'm gonna ask you something apparel related.
Okay.
What songs are in your playlist right now?
Well.
Am I allowed to go look?
Yeah, sure. And while she looks, Paul, it sounds like you were ready for this question.
I really wasn't. I wasn't. Because I don't know myself.
I have multiple playlists though.
Okay. What are the songs that's in your playlist right now? Like, just think, like 3 songs. Like, you think that's.
I don't know. I really.
Okay.
What songs are in your mental playlist?
I listen to a lot of like Christian hip hop or hip hop period.
It's okay.
But I would say, okay, I listen to a guy named Mikela. One of his songs is Wody.
Wody.
Wody. I listen to.
Who had times have changed? Because Wody used to be like a southern term for like like my homie or my dog. Like
that's what he means though.
Oh, like what's up, my Wody?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Okay. Or was it like a southern term? Was that a southern? I don't know. I remember hearing it.
I've never heard of Woody in my life. You guys are getting too old.
I listen to. I'm trying to look for the song here. I think it's like.
Forget about Gavi.
Oh, Vanity by Gavi. And I listen to No Chains by KB.
2 Chainz?
No
what?
Chains.
Oh no Chains.
It's a good song.
What?
You should hear it.
Okay.
Like a lot of Christian rap, like a lot of people think like, oh, it's just like Jesus, my dog,
No,
my
it's
no,
not.
it's not. Like it doesn't sound
so
cringy at all.
No chains
Like
on
it's
me.
actually like you would think it's like regular like hip hop, depending.
Nappy
But
head,
yeah,
nappy
like
head.
they actually have like good flows and stuff.
Tell them. Tell the peoples. They got good Christian hip hop out there. Don't be thinking everything is just,
Flat.
Funk. We had a Kurt Franklin did. Stomp.
Yeah.
What?
Make me clap my hands.
Yeah,
Make
yes.
me wanna dance and funk.
Should I clap too?
All my people say.
Should I be clapping?
All my ladies say. All my Christians say. My sports say. Okay, let's get back. I'm sorry. So Paul, what songs are in your playlist? You had time now. We've stalled.
Oh no. I wasn't checking. I wasn't really checking. Well, why haven't played on this?
See, like when one talks, the other one checks. Like I don't see you got caught up in the conversation. Like you forgot to even check.
I was trying to figure out what song you were singing. What? Let's go playlist. Okay, so I have like 25 songs on my playlist.
Let's pick 3.
3?
Yeah. Top 3 songs that you normally play from your playlist.
Okay. Come As You Are by Crowder. It's a good song. You should.
By
And
Carter?
then, yeah,
I forgot I was supposed to
Crowder,
stop by
not Crowder.
Oh.
And then what else? One Day by Corey.
Okay.
It's a good song. Yeah, that's it.
Good, okay.
That's all I have in mind right now.
Understood. So, who's your favorite artist?
Artist as in music?
Yeah. All right. You know what? No. Who's your favorite artist? Period. Then. Because you asked me outside. Because if you said outside of music, do you have a favorite artist outside of music?
No, you said.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant like there's a lot of artists. You know, you have there's a lot of artists.
Listen, because if you was into painting and want to be like, yo, Galileo, like yo, those works. Like,
I do like paintings, but you know that's
I don't you know, if you was into like yo Rembrandt. Like that them puzzle pieces be like I be all over like like I swear I'm gonna put one together like so
I do
like
paintings, but
it's
I like
okay.
that. I like that.
You know, like if you like you know Shakespeare because you know you want to wear art thou and all that other stuff and like put a vice words together so they rhyme on time like you know like it's okay.
Thou shalt take it.
Yeah. But yeah, like so just. You know, music artists. Who's your favorite artist?
That's hard because I listen to a lot of them, and I don't really, consider.
So who's your go-to artist when you're trying to pick yourself up? Make yourself vibrant for the day. Give yourself that pep in your step.
See, I don't have a go-to artist for that. I just listen to any gospel music I have on my YouTube list, because.
So you just basically just hit random on any.
Yeah, because my whole YouTube is gospel.
Okay. So it's not geared to like a certain like brand or genre of gospel, just any form of gospel.
Yeah, but I'm not really into hip hop like she is.
Mm-hmm. So if we get into like some waiting board and that pops up on you, like it's just like yo rocking that.
Yeah, but I'm really not into rock like she is. I'm more into like low metally type thing, like piano wise, guitar wise. If you go into drums, that's where I step back. Like I don't like no hardcore drums. That's not me.
You don't like a good drum beat?
No.
You don't like to get your Nick Kelly up.
No. Unless it's
You like that country Christian music.
Oh,
unless
so
it's
that
unless
Shania
it's
Twain kind of Christian
You like
music.
that contemporary.
Yeah. Unless it's actually rap, then I'm not gonna like a drum, because when I listen to country, I like to like lay down and think through, and drums really doesn't make you think.
So you're saying you're a guitarist. You like guitars, pianos, harmonicas.
Yeah, violins.
Harmonic.
It's country music. Like
That's not really.
Yeah, but I do listen to country music though. But I'm just saying that's not.
I'm trying to.
I listen to every genre. I'm just not really a eardrum breaking type of guy.
So Mikela, who's your favorite artist?
Me.
If I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with. This is hard. I'm gonna just say Gavi for right now.
Gavi.
Just chilling with him right now.
Well, tell them who Gavi is.
Oh, Gavi is actually a family friend, more of to my dad, but also to my mom as well, just equally. He was like, I knew him since he was trying to become something like a rapper, and I didn't realize that he got big, and so I was actually vibing to his music until I showed my mom. I was like, yo mom, you gotta see who this guy is, and she's like, that's because his real name's Gabriel. She's like, this is Gabriel, and I was like, no way. And so when I found out, I started crying because Gabriel was like basically like someone who's around like all the time, and from the fact that I seen him at his lowest and now he's like at his highest performing in concerts and stuff like that, like it's crazy.
He's famous.
Yeah.
Gobbii, Gabi?
No, Gavi. Gawvi.
Gawvi, Gavi.
And he was signed.
Yeah, he was a producer, and he kept
record label.
Yeah, if you know who Lecrae is. A lot of people know who Lecrae is.
He's a very famous Christian rap artist.
Oh, yeah.
He hired Gavi to produce for him and then made him an artist.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Yeah,
Nice.
so his story's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I like how Gavi, like, he tries to speak everyone's language in a sense, like not just music to like those Christians who are like, oh my God, you have to only listen to worship. No, like he wants to speak everyone's language. So that's why I like him a lot, because that's kind of what we want to do. So And that's how I am too. So that's how.
Speak everyone's language.
Yeah.
I like that.
So, do you also know French?
No.
Oui.
So are there any charities or anything like that to you that's like kind of near to the vest?
Charities?
Yeah. Any charities like?
We would like to start our own one day.
Yeah, we really would. We would like to give out to the world, like give, take nothing but give.
All right. Who did you guys vote for?
I can't vote.
That's why that question's in there. I only asking the people under 18. It wasn't meant for you. Actually, were you able to vote this last election?
I was, but I didn't, cause the West.
Don't let that happen again.
Maybe next one, cause.
Yeah, don't let that happen again. It's your civil duty. Okay. What?
Should I leave now?
Talking to a veteran.
How has COVID affected you guys in this last year?
That's you, cause you actually had it.
Yeah, I did have it, but it was like for like 4 days. It wasn't much. It was like a regular cold. The only thing that was different was I literally couldn't taste or smell anything, so it was pretty frustrating. Like I'm sitting there eating a bag of Doritos and I couldn't even taste.
Oh, nice. So maybe must have been easier to eat your mom's cooking then. I'm joking.
That's what
I'm so joking, people. Yo, she is a lovely chef. Like, the food is delicious. I swear to God. I'm so joking. I'm so joking.
That's crazy.
Yo, I almost got a drink laughter to the temple, B. Like, you guys have no clue. I saw like half of my life flash before my eyes. It's probably because I couldn't remember the other half, but I at least saw half of it. I've had some fun.
Oh my God. But like as far as like I guess emotionally, personality wise, like I would say it's helped me grow to realize a lot of like flaws about me, a lot of self thinking, because I'm a person where I like to think about everyone else and not me. So yeah.
That's her for you.
Yeah, that's me. To the point where like I start making people's problems like my own, which is not good. Even though I can't really do much about it, but that's just how I get, because I'm like caring. So.
I can understand that. You understand that, yeah.
She gets that from me. But anyway, well.
I got that for myself. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, we're almost done. We're almost about to wrap up the podcast. There's only one question left. If you guys are ready, let me just make sure that there haven't been any questions that's come in. Make sure they're all appropriate. Okay, good. Alrighty. So, this is a question I like to ask to everybody, right? If you can have dinner with 4 people throughout history, who would they be?
Jesus himself.
Okay.
Jesus. At the last meal he had, I want to be there.
You want to be at.
Yeah,
you want to be directly at the Last Supper.
Yeah.
You realize everybody at the Last Supper betrayed him. Wait, is that how that story went?
Not everybody.
Okay, sorry.
But I don't want to be right there.
Okay, so
and then
you don't want to be one of the people on the Last Supper. Like, you just want to view the Last Supper.
I want to be eating next to him. Feel the bread that he broke. But anyways, yeah, Elon Musk. I'm a big Tesla fan.
That's a good stock to invest into.
Yeah, there's this one coming up. Lucid Motors. It's a new EV company. I want to invest in that. You should look them up.
Who are they?
They are gonna go be big.
Who are they?
Lucid Motors.
Lucid.
Because their engineer was Tesla's engineer.
Oh.
Or the CEO, I think, is Tesla's engineer.
You have a Robinhood account?
No.
Later on, during the podcast, anybody that's listening, you make sure you go to mytsports.net/moneymoves. And what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go ahead and join that Robinhood link and go ahead and sign you up for a free account. Because not only do you get a free account, but they're also going to give you a free stock. You know what free stock means? That's free money. Just hop right directly on the website, mytsports.net, money moves, and free money. Sign up for an account. Who, me? Oh. Yeah, you definitely listen, you definitely should, if it's not to just at least take away enough knowledge to piece together possibly your own plan. Because like that's kind of why I'm like I look at everything and I kind of like backwards deconstruct it. I'm like, how can I do this myself without the backing of somebody else in case I couldn't like a 401k. Take a 401k, deconstruct it yourself, realize I could build a whole entire 401k my damn self. Like so, but they're at least definitely worth.
You get the education.
You definitely at least worth listening to because anytime you can find out you can find out more ways to make money and how to decrack like the money code that's out there.
Yeah,
that's literally the Matrix.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Rice with corned beef.
Oh yeah, let them see. We had some last week.
I cooked it today. He didn't like.
What? You don't like bullet beef?
Bullet beef.
I'm sorry. That's our Jamaican term for it.
Same thing I made.
It's the Jamaican.
Like a bullet.
Oh yeah, it's a Jamaican term for corned beef, and yeah, we call it bullet beef. So you said Jesus at his Last Supper, Elon Musk at any brunch.
That's
Your next two?
Give me a second. The Miracles guy. The one that lost all his limbs.
You mean bones?
Like
lost his
You said 64
Miracles.
minutes,
You mean
So he broke 64 bones, lost all his limbs.
Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So
Okay.
let's just say that because I gotta go
Miracles
deeper
guy, no limbs. Okay.
And the last one I'd
No
say. I need plenty of time. I don't know who the last one would be. I never really thought about this.
That's what makes it a good question. It's the best question I have.
The last one. I don't even know.
Are you gonna have all of these guys at the Last Supper? Because you saw with Jesus at the Last Supper. So you haven't done it with all of these guys together. Like not separately. All of these guys together. So you want Elon Musk and the Miracles guy both at the Last Supper with you. Okay.
That'd be a good supper.
Who else? Listen, because that miracle, that limbs guy's gonna be looking at him like, yo.
That's not funny.
He's like,
That's not funny.
I know, but
That's not funny.
he's gonna be like, yo,
Where's my arms and
work
my
something. work something or give me an explanation.
But he's waiting for his prosthetics right now, so that's
Okay,
good.
it's like, I'm gonna need to know what this plan was. Boy, that test, that was tough.
They're all tough. It's what comes after the test. That's worth it.
Word, that's big facts. Go ahead, preach on that one.
That's
one.
what I want to do. I want to preach.
You want to do?
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
do. No.
You know you can preach in the military as well. I'm just saying.
If I go to the military, I'm
You
going to be.
can give inspiration to give inspiration to all of the soldiers every single Sunday.
Yes. And then on night I'm a sniper.
And understand like when they come to you like during basic training and stuff on Sunday, like half of them are just doing it because so you can get out of like basic because it's either you stay in the barracks or you go to church on Sunday. Listen, I used to go to Spanish Catholic church. Like there was a baddie though. Like,
oh my god.
I used to be sitting in Spanish Catholic church.
Yo.
Oh no, like yeah, because like I've done, I guess island black Catholic, and then I've gone to like a regular American, like Anglo-Saxon Catholic, and I've been to like a Spanish Catholic, and like the Anglo-Saxon and the Spanish one. There is a lot of high notes that you guys are trying to hit, like for no. I didn't even hear these high notes in the Island Catholic Church. I was like, what is going on here? Like, what happened to my old Negro spirituals? Like,
Oh my
You don't
god.
have to. My God.
I'm like, oh, I got it.
Yo.
Oh,
Yo.
I'm like, yo, you got some pipes on you. It's like, but like I said, it was a baddie. I was like, so like it was all working in my favor at the time. So, still your last person.
Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that question because the last person's the hardest. You know, that really got to be the last person. I'll say God, but then I can't see his face.
No.
So, yeah.
Or hear his voice. Can you hear his voice? No, you can't be.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't hear his regular voice.
Well,
See,
through-
then you're gonna need a fifth.
Jesus is
Then you're gonna need a fifth person, so you can.
But
Actually,
I-
you have
like
Jesus.
him himself.
You're
but
gonna need a fifth person for him
then
to
you
talk
can't-
through,
you can't
but
see
you
his
got
face.
Jesus there.
Let me think about this. Go to her. Let me think about this.
This is like, you would probably never think I would say this, but Harriet Tubman.
Nice.
Yeah. Like in school, like I think in
dope.
first grade, I had to like say a speech as if I was her. It was very weird.
You
But it was
dressed
cool.
up
It was, yeah, I dressed up as Harriet. It was a cool experience. But anyways,
You dressed up as Harriet Tubman?
yes, I had to for school
The
for Black History Month. I
It was
had
role
to.
play. They would do it again in front of the class. You know, they were
Yeah.
doing the whole entire thing.
You had to
Yeah.
say, I am Harriet Tubman.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've had to dress as Caesar. Actually, yeah, came in there in a little toga. Et tu, Brutus! Yeah, I did the scene where he stabbed me.
Oh my god. So yeah, Harriet Tubman.
Sorry.
I guess I would have to say Jesus himself, but not at the Last Supper. It could be at a brunch or whatever.
The Last Supper would be so much fun. The Last
I'm
Supper
trying to
would be
think.
so fun.
You didn't belong at that table. That's why you weren't there. Okay?
Exactly.
Obviously, bro. That'd be so fun, though. Imagine that.
Hey, until you're ready to think of your fourth person, like
I'm trying.
Selena, the one who died.
Gomez?
the
Yeah. The one
Okay.
who made
Quintanilla.
her.
About to
'cause
say.
Selena Quintanilla.
the one that her maid
Bitty bitty
like
bum bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, that.
What?
her maid after. You gotta go.
Her
you gotta,
maid killed her?
No, it wasn't her maid. It was her fan club manager.
Her film.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You have to go see the movie. There's a movie.
Yeah,
I think
it just came out, but and
No,
the
that's a show.
and Netflix got Netflix got a series on it.
Netflix series.
Oh, I think
Yeah, it's
Jennifer
really
Lopez
good. It
did
helps
it.
you to
Did Jennifer
understand.
Lopez did that part?
I don't know
Yeah.
if I should watch the show or not.
Yeah.
Should I watch the show?
It's good.
I was thinking of watching the
I
show.
already started
You
it.
need to
started
watch
it?
the movie.
Yes.
I gotta wait till you're done.
'Cause Jennifer did that before those hips didn't lie.
Right.
Crazy.
Who else? Okay, my last person. Why is the last person the hardest?
I don't know, man. It's what
I don't know.
It's
It's like I got 3 easy people.
Yeah.
Like this last spot though, like
Okay,
damn,
the
like,
who
last
wanna get his
person
last spot too?
would be. I'm gonna say. What's this? For some reason, this is so weird. I'm gonna just say the guy who created Disney World, Walt Disney.
That's gonna be an interesting supper
Yeah.
because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think he liked Jewish people in the beginning.
Okay, well if I could replace him.
No, but it's okay.
We're not picking Jesus off the table.
Okay, no, I'm not kicking Jesus off.
No, because you're gonna have Selena there, you're gonna have Jesus, you're gonna have Harriet Tubman, you're gonna have Walt Disney. Walt Disney's gonna be like,
Why am I
I
here?
never like many of you people. No, like listen, I don't know if that's true or not. I could have sworn like there was an early thing that was said about him like in his early days. Like I don't know if he changed throughout his years. Once all the money came out, he's like, I hate nobody. Like
I mean, it's,
I gotta stop making him
he's
sound
an
like
entrepreneur. He created, Disney and the rest of the parts, so it's like, it's
Gotcha.
pretty cool. I love talking.
Walt Disney. That's what's up.
That's my 4 people.
Harriet Tubman, Jesus.
you
Selena.
said anybody in time, correct?
Anybody throughout history.
Yeah,
Okay, past me.
that's interesting.
So you wanna have a, but see you can't do that because then you're gonna interrupt the time flux. The time
Well,
flux.
it's already interrupted.
And-
I got Elon Musk in there.
But you can't meet you can't meet or interact. You know the rules of time travel.
I-
You can't meet or interact with your past
Past
self,
self.
or else you
I
run the risk
understand.
of time folding upon itself. So I mean, lucky you got Jesus there. Like
He fixes
like,
everything.
Like,
but yeah,
you gonna like, oh my God, pass me. I have to.
That'd
Damn
be
it!
so bad.
I told you not
You'll
to.
ruin it.
Gosh, hold on. There we go. Got everything back.
But yeah, my if I could, my last person would be past me.
And, you actually real lucky because now you also have Elon Musk. He'd be like, yo, bring me back. I gotta rebuild all the technology with this. They're like, okay. Listen, I'm patenting everything for myself.
Oh my God.
But yeah, past me would be good,
So past Paul.
Yeah, a lot of things I wish I knew back then.
Past
but I don't
Ragamuffin.
know. Muffin.
He calls you,
Close to the ragamuffin.
the ragamuffin.
Give me a damn haircut.
All right, so that's actually interesting. So for Paul's for your last dinner, you're gonna have Jesus at the Last Supper. So you're actually invited everybody over to the Last Supper. So it's gonna be it's gonna be Jesus at the Last Supper, Elon Musk at the Last Supper, the miracle guys with the no limbs at the Last Supper, and also past you at the Last Supper, having dinner with you at the Last Supper, folded in time, having Jesus rebuild it, and going through that process, everything like time folded,
so
gotta rebuild it, fine tune it, rebuild it, time. Like, can you chew faster? Like my fingers are starting to hurt over here.
it's the conversation I'm looking for. You know, the conversation. You know, never thought what your past would say to your future you, or what you say to the.
You know what happened? Your past you was gonna ask future, what's your current profession? And everybody was like, what? We ain't riding cowboys? I thought we was gonna be an astronaut. Like, what happened? What happened? You lied to us. You lied.
You know, but no, that's crazy. Ever since I was little, it was just pastor. Like, I really wanted to be pastor when I was little. Like,
I think pastor would be
elementary school.
Pastor would be like, I'd be like, did you become an accountant? Like, yes, I became an accountant. And I hated that. Hated every bit of it. What made you even want to do that? Like, I needed to think of something a little bit more creative. Like, try to do plays or something. Like, you're a much better writer. Like, go the creative route from the beginning. That's what I have to tell my young me. Because he could be like, yo, we ain't doing numbers. Like, we gonna do numbers. All right, listen, numbers change. This cryptocurrency. Like and Mikela, your last one, Harriet Tubman. Jesus, Selena, and Walt Disney. I'm gonna throw a curveball in there.
Huh?
I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna throw a curveball in there, Paul. What would you say to them? What's the question you gonna ask them?
Who?
If you could ask them all one general question, what would you ask them?
Elon Musk. Okay, let's start with God.
All of them.
Just all of them.
At the
Just
same
one
time.
question.
Yeah,
Yes.
one general question for all of them to answer.
Why?
Why what?
Why you said one question? Now why? Why? That's the question I'd ask them. Why?
That doesn't leave them room to answer because why?
Okay, but
what?
Okay, I see. So if I had to ask,
But why?
Why did they do that? What they did?
Why did they do what they did?
You're supposed to know that answer if you ask them Jesus.
Jesus, Elon Musk, Miracle Guys, and Past You.
Yes.
And Mikela, if you can ask them any question, if you get a question out of them.
Why did you do things the way you did? That's disregarding Jesus. Actually, wait, I take that question back.
You take that.
Yeah, I do. Jesus is alive, but anyways, he's alive, whatever. The time you were alive, do you regret anything that you did? If so, why?
Do you guys have specific questions for all of these individuals?
Yeah, but I'm not ready to share that.
Okay.
Yeah, those are some deep questions.
You don't want to share one?
Well, for everybody else except for God. I mean Jesus. But they're both the same person.
What's that one question
For what?
that you wanted to share?
Not for God though.
Okay, what's that? What question are you willing to share?
No, I'm good. It goes deep.
Okay.
Give it another time.
Before we leave, something that most people would be surprised if you would have told them about yourself. Both of you guys. And then we'll get out of here. Let you guys go have din.
Most people would be surprised.
Yeah, something they don't kind of know about you. Something they'll be surprised to hear.
That's another hard one right there. Surprise.
I'm telling people something interesting that you like to share with them that most people may not know about you.
They don't know anything about me.
So then share something.
Everything's surprise, you know.
I would say, like, I guess for people who just know me as far as like the high simple conversation. So besides like people who are like my best friends, that I get like I get irritated really fast. Like really fast.
That's not a
and
surprise.
I put it in my head.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't recognize
That's not a
that.
surprise.
No, a lot of people don't recognize
Everybody
that.
knows that.
They're like, oh my god.
Everybody knows
or like
that.
I just get stressed really.
Everybody knows that.
No.
Everybody knows that.
No.
I would say like only people who know that is if they knew
Me.
Monica.
That's true. So,
True that.
scratch that off.
True that.
You can scratch that off.
True that.
But no, I wouldn't have known that you get irritated easily.
See,
I wouldn't
exactly
have
what I'm
known that.
saying. Like
And I think I understand what she said. Most people don't recognize that she gets irritated easily.
yeah,
They don't
like
know
because I
like
keep it to myself, or like I don't.
That's good.
And Paul?
Good.
Oh, no, that's right. That's right. You sideswiped the question. That's right.
Yeah.
So, guys,
you noticed that.
again, this has been a special bonus episode of the MyT Sports Podcast. We had an interview again with Miracles Apparel CEOs, Mikela, Velez, Renold, Paul.
And Paul.
Just Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, he's trying to get like Serena, and then like he wants to go by one name.
Yeah.
Like Nene, like that. Who's a basketball player? I don't know. Are you guys big into sports? Actually, you know what? I'm sorry.
I do have one to ask sports questions.
I do have one. I knew there was one question I had that I forgot about. What is your favorite sports team, Paul?
I don't have a favorite sports team. I watch sports, but I don't have.
Gasp!
I pick one team that's playing and I root for them.
Danger zone.
It all depends on who's playing that day, and I don't watch basketball, so that's all.
You watch football?
I watch football, not basketball.
So what team do you root for the most when it comes to football?
Like I said, it all depends who's playing.
Soccer?
No. I
La
played
Liga?
You
You played soccer?
Yeah, but I don't.
What position did you play?
Well, I played goalie once. It didn't work out because we lost.
Goalie once.
Yeah, and I was a forward, but I was not good at goalie. Like the coach looked at me like he was gonna kill me that day. I didn't know what to do.
Oh my God,
I guess you didn't realize that the goal was to keep the ball out of the net. He was like, "Yo, I just want to hear the guy yell on the TV, go!"
He put me in though. He put me in though. It's crazy.
I've been to a couple of soccer games. I've been to a couple of Mikela soccer games. Her team loves me.
The best one that was / the worst one was when you went to the championship game and that kid Brody broke his arm or leg in front of us.
Oh,
and
yo.
you were telling us, you were like, guys, it's okay, and it was so traumatizing because it happened in front of everyone.
I do remember that.
Yes, that was like the best.
How was it the best? He broke his arm.
No, because okay, we lost the game, but we
Yeah,
still
he
got
broke
first
his arm.
place for most wins in the division. So it
Yeah,
sucks.
he broke his arm.
We were in first place. We just lost.
We still were in first place. We just lost the game.
Yeah. And they needed, and she's in Becca. They needed that pep talk. They were distraught.
Yeah, like
They needed me to come in there and give them that drill sergeant speech.
Yeah.
They're like,
You play to win the game.
Basically.
Hello?
Basically.
but I think I did tell them, like, listen, like, you guys play this game, and this is one of the inherent risks that you get with playing this game. But I understand this is traumatizing, and but you got to get through this game. But don't let his broken arm like go in vain. Go out there and play your hearts out for him. Like all of this emotion that you're feeling, go out there and play your. And if I remember, they tied that game and went out to a shootout. If I remember.
Yeah. She didn't pick me to do the last goal, and I remember
It went out to a shootout.
No, I would have been.
Oh, I remember you were coaching.
I'm not
You
bad.
look like you were trying.
I'm not
Yeah, I
bad.
remember Monica was coaching,
That game I was-
and the referees were like, "Are you part of this team? You gonna have to back up, sir." Like,
Yeah.
They hit me with the seal, sir. That's what I call the seal. You know, when they're in customer service, they're trying to get, sir. You can't do, sir. I've gotten sealed a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that was a hell of a game. I think I talked about that on the podcast too.
That was like the best game of my life.
Yeah, he did break his arm. I remember that. How is he? How is Dylan? Dylan, right?
No, Brody.
Brody.
I haven't talked to Brody since middle school, but from like talking to him, I think once in a while, like he's good now. Last time I checked, he went to soccer camp for goalie because he's a really good goalie.
Oh, nice. So the arm healed and he
Yeah.
has
He's good now. Yeah.
Okay.
He must be nice.
I don't want to make sure he wasn't like
And I
Paul's
went to high
friend.
school with some of them.
Paul's
so,
friend.
Yeah.
You're one of your dinner mates.
What?
One of your dinner friends.
You just wanted to make sure Brody didn't
Oh, yo, you are.
Yo.
That's not.
No, he
It
didn't.
flew over there. I
That's not funny, man.
That's why I'm checking on him, cause that's not funny. Like I know I say things in jest, but doesn't mean I did
Don't you
it.
like the Seahawks?
Oh, for football, yeah.
She likes the Seahawks.
I did, but
Sad,
I feel like
right?
okay. Here's our.
She likes the
reasoning.
Seahawks, but
Listen,
yet have Raiders blankets.
Raiders because of my brother's father, disgusting.
That is
Anyways,
just sad.
I was about to say, hey,
No.
I know.
no, the
okay.
reason why I like the Seahawks, which is a dumb reason, but whatever, I just chose to like them so that way I don't look like a bandwagon fan. But sorry. Okay, one year I can't remember what championship it was. I think it was when they were against the Patriots and they lost, I believe. I'm not sure if they lost.
Didn't they win?
Yeah, they lost.
But they lost one and they won.
Yes,
they won
it
one
was
last
the
one.
one that they
Yeah.
lost. But I think that they played like a great game that day, and I felt like that was like the first like organized team that I don't know. I just really like the way they were
Organized. Did you
playing.
see how good the
Okay,
Patriots
everything
are?
else was organized, but when it was like my first time really paying attention to the game that night and like actually like rooting for the team.
And also, if if that was a Super Bowl and she was in a house where everybody's watching the Super Bowl, she couldn't have rooted for the Patriots either.
yeah, I was like, you know what?
Like,
I
there's
like this
Bills
team.
fans, there's Jets
Exactly.
fans, there's Dolphins fans,
Yeah.
there's Giants fans.
Yeah.
Like, like she couldn't have rooted for the Patriots. Like,
Yeah.
we would have looked at her and been like, shame,
Yeah,
shame.
I hate the Patriots. But like, I really like, I don't know. It was just because of that. And then
Dolphins.
people ask me
Where are
like,
the
oh, do
Dolphins
you like
going?
the team because of their color or because of their quarterback? And I was like, no, it's not that reason. I don't even think the quarterback's that attractive. But anyways,
Do you know who his wife is?
yeah,
Okay.
The team falls on the quarterback.
which
Okay.
is crazy. I would have like thought that
Who's his wife?
Sierra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sierra.
The team falls on the quarterback.
That do.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at the end of the day,
You play to win the game. Hello?
and I want to thank you guys. This has been the MyT Sports Podcast. Again, I am your host, the well-known talent Omar Taylor. I am going to thank again Mikela and Paul for joining the podcast. This has been a special edition interview. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're about to get out of here. Somebody play my outro so I can stop rambling.
Sorry, B. I tried. Honest. All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag, no lag.
Bars.
Gonna share my talents with Pod B Live.
Bars.
Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well,
Are we still
maybe
on
not
camera?
the last. Munchkin got good mic skills.
Off camera.
New, improved MyT Podcaster. Potting down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night. Tired, B. Tired. MyT